I got my daughter a hotel room entirely for herself after her stepsisters made her sleep on the floor. So my daughter Emma is 15, and I've been remarried to my wife Jessica for about 3 years now. Jessica has 2 daughters from her previous marriage, Katie, who's 17, and Megan, who's 16. We were planning this family vacation to Orlando for spring break, and I thought it would be a good bonding opportunity for all the girls. The hotel had these family suites with 2 bedrooms and a pull-out couch in the living area. I figured the 3 girls could share 1 room with 2 beds, and Jessica and I would take the other. Simple enough, right? Wrong. The first night, I'm getting ready for bed around 10:30 when I hear this commotion from the girls' room. I walk over and knock on the door, asking if everything's okay. Katie opens it just a crack and says they're fine, just figuring out sleeping arrangements. I could see Emma in the background sitting on the floor next to her suitcase looking miserable. I asked what was going on, and Katie starts explaining how she and Megan both have back problems and need the beds. She says Emma's young and flexible, so the floor would be fine for her. I look past Katie and see Emma has already made herself a little nest with the spare comforter on the hard carpet between the beds. I told Katie that wasn't happening, and that they needed to figure out a fair way to share. She gets this attitude and says Emma's not even her real sister, so why should she give up her comfort? Megan chimes in from behind her saying Emma's dad can deal with it if he doesn't like their arrangement. Jessica comes over at this point asking what's wrong. When I explain the situation, she just kind of shrugs and says the girls worked it out themselves. She suggests maybe Emma could sleep on the pull-out couch in the living room if the floor is too uncomfortable. I'm standing there thinking this is insane. My daughter is being treated like some kind of unwanted guest in what's supposed to be a family vacation. Emma's just sitting there quietly, not wanting to cause drama, which honestly made me even angrier. I told everyone to hold on and went back to my room to grab my phone. I pulled up the hotel booking app and reserved Emma her own room right there on the spot. Cost me an extra $250 for the 3 nights, but I didn't care. When I came back and announced Emma was getting her own room, you should have seen the looks on Katie and Megan's faces. They suddenly started backtracking, saying they could make space, that they were just joking around. Jessica looked annoyed and said I was being dramatic and wasting money, but Emma's face just lit up. She started packing her stuff immediately, practically bouncing with excitement. When we got to her room down the hall, she hugged me so tight and said it was like having her own apartment for the first time ever. The next morning at breakfast, Katie and Megan were giving Emma the cold shoulder, making little comments about how she thinks she's too good to share a room now. Jessica kept making passive-aggressive remarks about the unnecessary expense and how I was creating division in the family. But Emma was glowing. She told me she'd never slept so well, that she ordered room service for the first time and had taken like 6 different selfies in her room to send to her friends back home. She said it felt like being treated like an actual person instead of an inconvenience. The rest of the vacation was honestly better with Emma having her own space. She could retreat when the stepsisters got catty, and I could check on her without Jessica hovering around making excuses for her daughter's behavior. When we got home, Jessica was still mad about the money and said I was spoiling Emma and teaching her she could get whatever she wanted by playing victim. I told her that making sure my daughter isn't sleeping on floors isn't spoiling her. It's basic parenting.